What would you do if millions of people around the world suddenly vanished into thin air, leaving behind empty cars, unmanned shops, and broken families? Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, where we uncover the dire and urgent prophecies you must not ignore. Today, we're discussing the single most unsettling, yet inescapable event prophesied to occur, the Rapture. Why should you care? Because this isn't a Hollywood movie or some fantasy book. This is real, and the clock is ticking. Every second wasted could be a step closer to being left behind in a world plunged into chaos. Think about it. Life as you know it could come to a screeching halt. No more plans for the future. No more time to mend relationships or make amends. All the things you take for granted, your job, your family, even your next meal, could be swallowed up in the whirlwind of events following the rapture. This isn't fear-mongering, it's a wake-up call. The urgency of this message isn't to fill you with dread, but to jolt you out of complacency. There's no time to sit on the fence, questioning whether or not this will happen. Doubt won't save you, but taking this warning seriously might. We're talking about an event that's not only going to affect you, but everyone you know and love. Your family, your friends. What would it feel like knowing you could have warned them, could have prepared them, but you didn't? What's the cost of not taking this seriously? I'll tell you, it's immeasurable and it's eternal. There are those who say, "Oh, I'll get around to it. I'll consider God and all that spiritual stuff later." Let me tell you, later is a dangerous word in this context. Later might never come. We've all seen how quickly the world can change. Pandemics and natural disasters have taught us that. Don't bank on having endless tomorrows. And lastly, consider this. While you're debating whether or not this is real, there are millions of others who are taking action, who are getting their lives in order, ready to be caught up with their loved ones. Do you really want to be the one left to pick up the pieces in a world thrown into turmoil? I don't think so. The rapture isn't some old wives' tale. It's straight from the Bible, God's instruction manual for humanity. It's a moment when believers in Jesus Christ will be suddenly yanked off this earth to meet Him in the air. One moment you're here, the next, poof, you're gone. You may be wondering, why would such an event even happen? What's the purpose? The rapture serves multiple divine purposes. It's not only a rescue mission for believers from the calamities that will befall the earth, but it's also a wake-up call to the rest of the world. It's God ringing the alarm bell, shouting, "Wake up, time's almost up." Imagine the chaos that will erupt when countless people disappear in an instant. Cars without drivers crashing, planes without pilots falling from the sky, families torn apart. The aftermath will be more than just a global crisis. It will be a snapshot of the divine intervention that many have been ignoring or outright denying. You might think you've got all the time in the world to figure this out, but ask yourself, what if you don't? What if the rapture happens tomorrow, next week, or even in the next hour? Time isn't your friend here. It's a ticking bomb, and you need to defuse it by making your choice now, not later. This is not a drill. The Bible has been astonishingly accurate in its prophecies. Events predicted thousands of years ago have unfolded exactly as described. That's not coincidence, it's proof. Proof that the rapture isn't some far-fetched fantasy, but a guaranteed future event. The only question is, will you be ready? So, folks, you have a choice to make. Either you dismiss this as religious fiction, or you accept that the rapture is a real, looming event. This isn't about fear, it's about preparation. It's about making sure you and your loved ones aren't caught off guard. Remember, in this case, ignorance isn't bliss. It's a one-way ticket to being left behind in a world of chaos. Listen up, the Bible isn't vague about this. Scriptures like 1 Thessalonians 4:17 and Revelation 3:10 spell it out. We're talking millions of people disappearing in a blink. Imagine the driver of your bus suddenly gone while on the freeway, or your neighbor vanishing while mowing their lawn. Now let's delve into the why. Why would God allow such a cataclysmic event to unfold? According to biblical prophecy, this is a final call for humanity to recognize the urgency of the times we're living in. If the countless natural disasters, global pandemics, and wars weren't wake-up calls, then an event on this scale leaves no room for doubt. The emotional toll of the rapture will be staggering. We're talking about husbands losing wives, parents losing children, and friends losing friends in an instant. The social and emotional vacuum that will be left is unimaginable. This is a clarion call to get your spiritual house in order. Nobody is guaranteed a later. Think this is limited to individual impact? No way. Governments will crumble under the weight of unexplained loss and missing persons. Economies will tank as key industry leaders, employees, and consumers suddenly vanish. It will be an event that throws every societal system into a whirlpool of uncertainty and chaos. For those who scoff and think this is a scare tactic, ask yourself this: what do you have to lose by being prepared? If you wake up one day and find that people have disappeared, wouldn't you rather be among those who are prepared than those who are left panicking? Skepticism won't be much comfort when faced with a reality this monumental. Let's get this straight. This is not an issue you can afford to procrastinate on. Like it or not, the evidence points to the Bible's track record of prophecies coming true time and time again. Do you really want to gamble with stakes this high? The rapture is coming. Whether you're ready or not, it's coming. If you're thinking this is just ancient gibberish, you're wrong. Look at what's happening around us. Pandemics, wars, natural disasters. These aren't random events. They're the prophecies coming true before our very eyes. Picture this: millions vanish and the world descends into pure chaos. Governments will be scrambling to explain why CEOs, politicians, your local grocery store owner just vanished. The economy? Forget about it. It'll be like dropping a bomb on a stack of dominoes. Everything will crumble. So what do you do about it? First, get right with God. This isn't a rehearsal. Your soul's very existence is on the line here. Secondly, talk to your loved ones. Share this information. Don't let them be among those who wake up in a nightmare because they didn't listen. So there it is, folks, your wake-up call. The rapture is coming, and it's coming fast. This is not a drill, and it's not a joke. It's a life and death, soul and eternity kind of deal. If this video made the hair on the back of your neck stand up, you know what to do. Smash that like button, share this video far and wide, and let me know in the comments what steps you're taking to prepare. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you won't miss out on more urgent prophecies. Time's running out, folks. Don't be left behind.